Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I saw the comments asking me to react top 10 things Netflix The Jeffrey Dahmer story got factually right and wrong from Watch Mojo. To be honest, I used to love watching videos from Watch Mojo, but I never watch it again. But I know this channel has a lot of great videos and I really can't wait to see it. And yeah, I'm really curious how accurate the show of Dahmer. So before I start it, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So here we go.
What's going on?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, got factually right and wrong.
Okay.
For this list, we're looking at what was fact and what was fiction in Ryan Murphy's Netflix series about the infamous serial killer. Dahmer was caught. Right.
Okay.
Netflix's limited series about Jeffrey Dahmer begins with the night a would-be victim survived an encounter with the killer.
Okay, so it was right.
On July 22nd, 1991, Tracy Edwards spent hours in Dahmer's apartment in fear, waiting for an opportunity to make his escape. And though the way in which he escaped is depicted differently in the series, Edwards did hit Dahmer and ran out of the apartment.
I hit him and I ran.
Oh,
Closed the
this
door
is
and he, like,
this
was
is
right there
Tracy.
and tried to grab me, get me back in there.
Two police officers went to Dahmer's residence to obtain the key to unlock the handcuffs still on one of Edwards' wrists. Once
Yeah.
they found explicit photos documenting some of the murders, Dahmer was apprehended, putting an end to his reign of terror. Dahmer wore yellow contacts. Right. One of the lesser-known facts about Dahmer was his strange habit of wearing yellow contact lenses.
What?
You see my contacts?
He wore them because he felt connected to two dark characters in his favorite movies.
No.
From Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and the
No.
Jedi Killer from The Exorcist 3. In changing his appearance
I love
to
Star
resemble these
Wars.
powerful fictional figures, Dahmer himself felt more powerful and predatory.
That I actually derives a sort of pleasure from watching that tape.
Did you like feeling evil?
No, I didn't. But I tried to overcome the thoughts, and it worked for a while, but eventually I gave in.
He repeatedly watched the films before he went out to find another victim to bring home,
The
often
fuck?
making them watch the films with him. Tracy Edwards also testified that while playing The Exorcist 3, Dahmer was chanting and rocking back and forth.
It was like a slow slur, like some of that nature, some close like that, I'm not sure.
Did it keep
No,
on for a period
shit.
of time?
Off and on throughout the ordeal.
Number 8. How Ronald Flowers survived. Wrong.
Huh.
Jesus.
So how he
Another
did
survivor
survive?
of Dahmer was Ron Flowers, making sure he gets on a bus the next morning. But her actual involvement in saving Flowers from her grandson has never been reported. Like in the series, Flowers woke up in County General Hospital.
Where am I? You OD'd. You're lucky to be alive.
But what isn't mentioned is that he was also covered in abrasions and believed he might have been assaulted. He later testified that he didn't know how he got there, though the series provides a fictional scenario.
Okay.
guy I met last night, he was weird.
Number 7. Dahmer posed in yearbook photos. Right.
No shit.
I don't know. Dan, how did you not catch this?
I'm sorry, I didn't see him in the
It's
photo.
your goddamn job, Dan.
The Netflix series mainly follows Jeffrey Dahmer as an adult, but a flashback to him in high school shows him sneaking into a yearbook picture for the Honor Society, despite not being a member.
Yeah.
Yes, he actually did this. His face was
No,
subsequently
this is
blacked
the
out of
real
photo.
one.
My Friend Dahmer, both the graphic novel and its film adaptation, go further into the prank and the other club photos he infiltrated.
Excuse me, what are you... Oh, no. It's not really necessary.
Oh, yeah.
Former
I
classmates have
actually
described
heard
how
that
his
movie.
bizarre behavior in school quickly went from entertaining to concerning, given his heavy drinking.
And I remember sitting next to him in a first period, I believe, history class, and he had a styrofoam cup of scotch, I believe it was scotch. I remember saying, "Jeff, what is that?" And he threw his head back and he shook it and he said, "It's my medicine."
Number 6. Dahmer killed Dean Vaughn. Wrong.
Huh.
In episode 7, Glenda Cleveland meets Dean Vaughn, a new resident of the Oxford apartments.
Well, I'm a good guy.
So
Scout's honor.
who
She
killed him?
sees him talking to Dahmer in the hall and is visibly concerned. The series doesn't follow through with his story, but it does point viewers in a certain direction. However, Vaughn was really a tenant in the building. He was found strangled in his upstairs apartment in early May 1991.
Oh.
Dahmer was questioned about the suspicious death before he was arrested, and again when he was eventually caught. Both times he denied knowing him, and no evidence was ever found connecting him to the crime. As of 2022, the murder of Dean Vaughn is still unsolved.
Shit.
Dean Vaughn. You was talking to him in the hallway,
killed
then I
him?
never saw him after that.
So there is another
Number
serial
5,
killer in that building?
baptized the same day as John Wayne Gacy's execution. Right.
Okay.
So you never done construction work before?
Yeah, some of you
No.
telling me
Well,
that
like I said,
that's
just stuff around the house, helping
true.
my ma, you know.
The beginning of the final episode doesn't open on Jeffrey Dahmer, but rather another infamous serial killer, John Wayne Gacy, aka the Killer Clown. In the 1970s, Gacy took the lives of more than 33 young men
actually
in Illinois
ever
until
heard
he was
about
arrested
this
in
serial
December
killer.
1978.
You know, the
Gacy
clown.
was the
It's
epitome,
actually kind of scary, you know.
and he was the epitome of being a great guy, which gave him the ability to be the most evil guy in the world.
For 14 years, the convicted murderer was on death row at Illinois' Menard Correctional Center, and on May 10, 1994, Gacy was executed by lethal injection.
John Wayne Gacy.
It's really crazy. He got executed the same day with Jeffrey Dahmer got baptized.
death
Dang.
than any of his victims. In my opinion,
Really
he got an
weird
easier death than
timing.
he deserved. But the important thing is that he paid for his crimes with his life.
Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, Dahmer was being baptized by Minister Roy Ratcliffe. And, as it's briefly mentioned in the series, a partial solar eclipse also occurred that day. What does it all mean? We don't know, but this connection between two notorious killers is definitely eerie.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Jack. You saved.
that's actually really weird. The same day?
Thanks.
Like, how?
Thank you.
Number 4, victim impact statements. Right. One of the most heartbreaking parts of Jeffrey Dahmer's 1992 trial was hearing the impact statements. After sitting through the details of his crimes, family members of the victims had the opportunity to address the court. One of the more harrowing statements came from Rita Isbell, the sister of Errol Lindsay.
Holy shit, how accurate from the show.
The series recreates the emotionally charged moment with actress Deshawn Barnes,
Yeah.
who embodied the palpable pain, anger, and sadness of Isbell in her performance.
Now I don't want to ever have to see my mother go through this again. Never, Jeffrey.
How accurate.
I hate you.
And Dahmer's own statement took a lot from the real-life one.
That I did what I did, not for reasons of hate. I hated no one.
Number 3, Glenda Cleveland lived at the Oxford apartments. Wrong. In the series, actress Niecy Nash plays the role of Glenda Cleveland, a woman who is often overlooked in the Jeffrey Dahmer case. She interacts with him, mostly to complain about the smell and noise coming from his apartment through her vent. The real Cleveland actually lived in the building next to the Oxford apartments. The character is likely a composite of Cleveland and Pamela Bass, the woman who lived across the hall from Dahmer, who possibly unknowingly consumed human meat given to her by her neighbor. However, Glenda Cleveland did continuously call Milwaukee police after her daughter Sandra Smith and niece Nicole Childress told her about a boy they tried to help. Number 2, Milwaukee police officers returned a victim back to Dahmer's apartment. Right.
God damn it, this one is so...
Kid, what are you doing?
Feels so
Late
fucking
May
mad.
1991, some young women, including Smith and Childress, found Conorak synthesomphone stumbling in the streets, not in the Oxford apartments hallway as shown in the series. They called the police to help the very young-looking boy.
He was holding on to me with a really, really strong grip, and he was trembling, he was shaking. So I just stayed with him, and I was like, I'm gonna get you some help.
But when Dahmer came back to his apartment, he convinced officers Joseph Gabrish and John Balserzak that synthesomphone was of age and his boyfriend. In the series, Cleveland is at the scene confronting police, trying to tell them that he was a minor. Despite protests from the women, the officers escorted Dahmer and his incoherent boyfriend back to his apartment. When the police left, Dahmer killed him. Tragically, this poorly handled ordeal actually happened.
Yeah,
After
fuck.
Dahmer's arrest, Gabrish and Balcerzak were suspended, but later reinstated. Number 1. Dahmer always wore his glasses at trial. Wrong.
Mr. Dahmer, before I impose sentence, I understand.
Never
you
noticed
have
that.
a statement you'd like to
He always wearing
Yes, Your Honor.
glasses.
Towards the end of the series, Jeffrey Dahmer goes on trial for the murders. While the majority of the scenes are accurately recreated, there's one detail that was different. Evan Peters as Dahmer almost always wears the killer's trademark glasses, but the real Dahmer specifically did not wear his glasses throughout most of the trial. His reason? He didn't want to look the jury or victims' families in the face. Yes, it's a small inaccuracy in a largely true-to-life series. However, his decision to remove his eyewear is significant because it shows that he was unable to face his crimes.
Because I didn't feel accountable to anybody. I didn't feel that I had to face what I had done ever. And so there comes a point where a person has to be accountable for what he's done. Can't go around making excuses, blaming other people or other things.
Okay, this is actually a really great video. So this video, all that top things, I'm actually more shocking about that he really wore that yellow contacts. It's actually really scary when I watched that scene, and he really did wearing that. That's actually really true. Dang. And the fact that he do that because he got inspired from his favorite movie, from the Exorcist and Star Wars. And I love Star Wars. God damn it. He wore that so he can feel like Palpatine. And then how Ron survived is different from the show, so it's not accurate. And yeah, Dean, the neighbor, it's not Jeffrey killed him. So who killed Dean? Is there any other serial killer in that building? Or maybe Dean was killed maybe because someone just really hate him, or he pissed someone so he killed Dean. I don't know, but it's really true that it's not Jeffrey, you know? That's kind of weird if it's not Jeffrey. And it's really weird because they never know who is the one who killed Dean. Another accurate is that Jeffrey Dahmer got baptized the same day as John Gacy executed. That's kind of really weird, like in the same day, like how? That's really weird timing, you know? One got executed, one got baptized. Both of them are a fucking serial killer. So weird. And I think I ever heard that that story from, you know, the clown's killer. I think I have heard that. And yeah, the victim statements, how accurate is that? It's really accurate. I saw that scene. I mean, like the clothes is totally the same. Damn. Shout out to all the cast in the show. They really great. Their acting is so fucking great. The way she mad, the way she yelling, oh god, it's so accurate. And yeah, about Glenda, that she's not live next to Jeffrey. Yeah, I actually read the comments about it, so it's kind of interesting that in the show they put Glenda living in the next Jeffrey Dahmer. Maybe it makes more easy to telling the story, I think. And about the glasses, I mean, I never noticed that in the show Jeffrey Dahmer always wearing glasses at trial. I don't exactly notice that, but turns out it's not accurate. So all this top 10, the thing that I'm so shocked is about the contacts. Yellow contacts is actually accurate. Damn. I thought it's just to make the show more scary, you know, but it's real. And the fact that he got inspired because of the movie. God, so weird. And yeah, it's really crazy that until today nobody knows who killed Dean. Some of the people actually still believe that it was Jeffrey who killed him, and some of them not. But I don't know. It could be Jeffrey killed him, but maybe it's not. But it's just really crazy. Until now, nobody knows who killed Dean. Damn. Alright, so that was my reaction for this. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, and see ya!